Instead, we'll see the guys who finished 1-2 in yards from scrimmage last year. Number 2, Ezekiel Elliott, and number 1, David Johnson.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49 at its University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. J.J. Nelson now to return. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Fresh set of downs here. Palmer gives to Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, Palmer. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On third down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On second down, Palmer looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go to Elliott again. Able to power through. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
The penalty. It's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
In motion right is Fitzgerald. In motion left, Fitzgerald. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
Jalen Smith. I've got to have some enthusiasm for this young man who missed his whole rookie year because of a knee injury in college. To see him back on the field making plays, that's exciting.
It is, and the good news for him, still just 22 years old, so hopefully a long, bright future ahead of him. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 48-yard line. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Palmer. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There are times when I think people just overlook how good a player Sean Lee really is. One of the more athletic linebackers in the league. He can make plays against the run, against the pass, you name it. He's one of the better ones out there.
And number 50, so loved by the fans in Dallas. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
To Johnson again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Palmer. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now it's Palmer. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Palmer. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught by Williams. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Dances by him. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. On third down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Now, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. And now a first down following that long gain. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. And here's Marshall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Prescott now on second down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Palmer down around his goal line. Caught right side. Gresham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointed he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in his Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Man, it's caught inside the 10. 31 yards there and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Got some room at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it spins away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Palmer gives to Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the gun, Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Palmer. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. To throw is Palmer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again here, Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's talk about what a bonus it is for a running back who's able to catch the ball downfield. Well, David Johnson started his college career as a wide receiver before transitioning. He's got it all.
Well, it showed last year 80 catches from that running back position led the NFL. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now Palmer on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.